Can we sell more liberty by saying less? Let's talk about that.
Focusing on winning arguments, we're teaching the basic fundamentals of sales and marketing and how we can use them to win in the world of politics, teaching you how to meet people where they're at on the issues they care about. Welcome to The Brian Nichols Show.
Well, happy Monday there, folks. Brian Nichols here on The Brian Nichols Show, and thank you for joining us on, of course, another fun-filled episode. I am, as always, your humble host, joining you live from our Stratus IP studios here in lovely Eastern Indiana. Don't let cyber attacks or outdated business technology put your company at risk. Head to briannicholsshow.com/Stratus IP to learn more. Stratus IP, business technology simplified. Folks, really looking forward to today's episode, specifically because I'm going to talk about how we can sell more by saying less. Now, yes, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but in fact, believe it or not, some of the most successful consumer brands and political organizations out there in the world do just that, and it works for them. So how can we do the same thing in the world of liberty politics? I mean, is it possible? Dare I say, can we sell more liberty by saying less? Well, we're going to talk about that, but first, going to go ahead and give a shout out to today's sponsor, and that is the Libertarian Party of Illinois. The mission of the LP of Illinois is to elect libertarians to public office and to move public policy in a libertarian direction. The LP of Illinois believes that everyone owns themselves and that no bureaucrat knows better than you on what you need and what you want. When peaceful people engage in voluntary cooperation, the most number of people are served. And if you agree with that, help us restore liberty in Illinois at lpillinois.org and bring peace and liberty in our lifetimes. One more time, lpillinois.org. All right, folks. So, let's go ahead and to today's episode, talk about how can we sell more liberty by saying less. Well, let's look at the reality first. People are busy, right? Here's the thing. They don't have time to sit down and read long emails or posts or watch our long-winded videos. And they definitely do not have the time to sit through our long, rambling pitch. Couple that with the fact that they have to worry about literally everything else in their entire lives, and you got a recipe for disaster. But what if, and hear me out, we could cut through the clutter and get straight to the point? What if we could give people the information they need quickly, concisely, and do so they don't have to wade through all of our political mumbo jumbo and jargon? Well, have no fear, because not only is this possible, but on today's episode, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So first, to do this, we need to understand, just human nature. People don't want to be sold. They want a solution that they can use. So when we're thinking about politics, think about what people are voting for when they cast their votes for our friends over in the GOP and the Democratic parties. They're voting for specific policies, but they're not asking for the whole menu at once. They just want what they need, and they don't care about all the extra stuff and extra fluff. So when we speak to them, let's not give them a whole speech about how great our candidate is on the non-aggression principle. Instead, let's just get to the heart of it and say exactly what it is that they need to hear. This is a very important lesson to anyone who is looking to be an effective communicator, and let's be real, in any situation. We need to understand that people want not just to tell them what they think they should want. Some may even say, meet people where they're at on the issues they care about. Now, the thing that you're focusing on will change from person to person, but it's important to keep in mind that when you're focusing on the needs, they need to be something that resonate to that specific person. If it doesn't, then they're not going to be moved by what you have to say. So this is why it's important for us libertarians to understand what it is that people actually care about. Because if we can't figure it out, what it is that they care about, then we can't present our ideas in a way that will resonate to them. The only way to get them to listen to us and to get our message across is to speak to their issues, not ours. Now, this may seem obvious and like something that you'd want to do anyways, but many libertarians often make the mistake of focusing on what they care about rather than what other people care about. They're just so wrapped up in their own ideas that they forget that other people don't care about them. In fact, they so often don't even realize it's a mistake until they start talking to other people and find out no one's listening. But by focusing on what people actually care about instead of what we care about, we can present our ideas in a way that will be much more effective to getting people to listen to us. So, how do we sell more? By saying less. Give it a try. Focus on what people care about, not just what you care about. And don't just talk about your ideas, but also the specific problems that your ideas solve. And if you can help people understand how your ideas will benefit them, then you're going to be way more likely to go ahead and have them listen to anything else you have to say. Good luck. All right, folks, that's all I got for you. With that being said, heads up, holidays right around the corner. If you did not get the chance yet to check out our shop, we have so many awesome goodies over there that make amazing gift ideas. And hey, if you're stuck trying to think of some gift ideas for that amazing Liberty lover in your life, well, have no fear. BrianNicholsShow.com/shop. Stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, backpacks, yard signs, and more. They are perfect for that freedom fanatic in your life. So again, BrianNicholsShow.com/shop. Go ahead, get something for yourself while you're there. Use code TBNS at checkout for a discount applied to your order. All right, folks, that's all I got for you. Tomorrow we have a great episode to air. I'm not telling you who the guest is because it's TBD. So had to hit subscribe. And where can you hit subscribe? Well, you can do a couple different places. Number one, if you're joining us here, where 90+% of you are joining us on the podcast version of the show, anywhere you listen to podcasts, hit that subscribe button, number one. Or number two, where you watch us on the video version of the show, yes, you can watch us over on YouTube, Odyssey, or Rumble. Regardless, hit that subscribe button and little notification bell so you don't miss a single time we go live. And by the way, last week we had a banger of an episode on Friday. If you missed it, no worries. I'm going to include that right here. Mark Lobliner returned to the show, IFBB Pro. We talked about what's the future for MAGA now that Donald Trump is coming back? And it seems that there is actually some really stiff competition in the race with one Ron DeSantis. What's the culture of the GOP? Is it MAGA or is it something else? We discuss all that and more. So I'll make sure I see you over at that episode. But with that being said, Brian Nichols signing off here on The Brian Nichols Show. We'll see you tomorrow.
For listening to The Brian Nichols Show. Find more episodes at briannicholsshow.com.